but I
Oh,
want
yes,
you to
I
be,
have to read it. You're right.
yes, exactly.
I got this down. Yes, ma'am. Are you ready?
Okay. I'll let you know when.
Yes, ma'am. I think this is my first with you for the
I
video,
think so
please.
too.
I'm ready to get back to see everybody, actually.
Not sure when that's going to happen.
I don't either. I don't either.
Okay. We're on the record in cause number M1920728, the state of Texas versus Nanette Stracener. This is a hearing for purposes of the defendant entering an agreed plea. Therefore, the state of Texas has waived its appearance. The court's probation officer, the court's court reporter, defense attorney Bob Lentz, and the defendant, Ms. Nanette Stracener, are all present here over Zoom video conferencing. Ms. Stracener, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
You can put your hand down.
Okay.
Are you Nanette Stracener?
Yes.
And what is your date of birth?
November 8, 1963.
Did you agree that we conduct your plea over Zoom video conference?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand what you're charged with today?
Yes.
Do you understand the range of punishment?
Yes.
Have you discussed your rights with your lawyer?
Yes.
Do you want to have a trial?
No.
You sure? You're hesitating. So a jury trial is where we get a jury. We select a panel of jurors to hear the evidence put on by the state. You have a right to cross-examine the evidence. The case gets submitted to the jury with instructions on the law, and they come up with a verdict of guilty or not guilty. Do you want to go through that process?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And are you a United States citizen?
Yes.
Mr. Lentz, do you believe your client is mentally competent?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Stracener, what is your plea?
Guilty.
I accept your plea of guilty, find you guilty of this offense, sentence you to 180 days in jail, probated for 18 months, also assessing a $1,000 fine plus court costs. As long as you meet your probation conditions, you'll be able to stay out of jail in your case. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Mr. Lentz, do you want to add anything at this time?
Yes, ma'am, I do. Now, is this where you want me to read the defendant's information?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Not yet. Do you have
Yes,
anything, any requests or anything you want to add at this
I
time?
would like to probate the fine if I could, Your Honor.
I can't hear you, sir. Can you get closer?
I would like to probate the fine if we could, Your Honor. Miss Stracener is a caregiver for both her parents. Her parents are like, I think 84 and 80. Is that right, Nanette?
That's correct.
And she lives in their home. She does their daily toileting, feeding, dressing, does all the housekeeping stuff, takes them in and out of wheelchairs outside to get some fresh air. So she's there the whole time. That is her job. She really doesn't have a job other than that. She runs errands for them. She picks up groceries. She fixes food for them. So she's at home with her elderly parents. And we're asking the court to probate her fines if we could, and also give her credit for any time served in jail against her fines and court costs.
Ms. Stracener, do you know how much time you spent in jail?
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Do you know how much time you spent in jail when you were arrested?
It was almost wasn't quite 24 hours.
So what time did you go in? Like, was it before midnight?
Yeah, it was about 8 something.
And where was that? Was that Lou Sterrett jail or somewhere else?
It's in DeSoto.
Okay. So you went in around 8 p.m. and you got out the next day?
Right.
You got out at DeSoto, or did you get transferred?
I didn't get transferred.
Okay. So that's 2 days back time credit because it was overnight. So we count that as 2 days. So I will give you 2 days back time credit towards your fine and court costs. And then this is what I'm going to do. 2 days back time credit to your court costs. And then I'm going to probate your fine. What that means is, as long as you meet your probation conditions, you won't have to pay the $1,000. But if you violate probation,
Mhm.
in any way, then you will have to pay the $1,000. So it's up to you whether or not you end up paying that $1,000.
I understand.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Mr. Jackson, you have anything you want to add at this time?
Not at this time, Your Honor. Probation has already spoke to Ms. Stracener.
Okay, probation has already talked with Ms. Stracener. Did you say anything after that? Because I heard some sound interference.
No,